In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to accommodate a roof space properly. As an engineer, I usually picture myself having some activities on top of my roof. The first activity that I usually think about is playing football on top of my roof. There are a lot of other activities that you can do on top of your roof, right? So in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to design a football field on top of your roof and to maintain the stability of this house. So before I do that, just make sure to join the community by sharing this video, by liking this video, and also by subscribing to this channel. So let's start, guys. So unfortunately, I can use Revit to design the football field, so I'm gonna use AutoCAD. But before I use AutoCAD, let me just specify some dimension. So in X direction, so this is our X direction here. So X direction should be 12,000. I'm gonna take 12,000 millimeters, so I'm gonna convert it into meter, so it should be 12 meter. And in Y direction, I'm gonna take 6,000 millimeters, so I'm gonna convert it into meter, so it's gonna be 6 meter. Okay, guys, so let me go and open AutoCAD. All right, so this is AutoCAD, and as you can see, right, so like it's just empty space, right? And the first thing that I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna try first of all to call the comments unit, like UN. The shortcut is, let me just activate the comment, UN, okay, UN for the unit. And then after that, I need to match all of the units, right? Like because I'm using the metric units in Revit, so I need to use the same units in AutoCAD. So I'm gonna go on in section here, right? I'm gonna take mirror. I can also take millimeter, but I'm gonna use mirror, so the view gonna be more zoomed. I'm gonna use mirror, and also for the precision, and because I need to take the offset of 0 point something, right? So I need to take the precision of 0.000, like this one here, and for the precision for the length, it should also be 0.00. Okay, and from the lightning and from intensity, I'm gonna take it's gonna be under international. Okay, so I'm gonna leave international here, and then I'm gonna press OK. All right. So the next step here is to change, or to how to say to modify and to create some layer properties. But for me, my football field has maybe only 2 different layouts. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go on layer properties, and I'm gonna define my layer properties. So I'm gonna go on top of under home, we can just go on layer properties, just click on it, and then you can try to modify. There's a table here, right? So you can try to modify. So the first layout is the one from the computer. It can be deleted, but it can be modified. So I'm gonna create, let me just create 2 more. So by creating a layer properties, you can just go on top here, the current layer, below the current layer, you're gonna see the frozen icon here. Just click on this icon here, and then you can see we have a new layout, like layer property, sorry. So, and this layer property, I'm gonna say, let me just call it contour. Okay, and the color for my line should be white. Okay, because I'm using the black background, so I need to be if I use black ain't gonna be visible, right? So that's why, so if I use black color, you have to change the background of your screen. Okay, so for the line type here, it should be continuous, so it should be solid line, right? So I'm gonna modify, and for the line weight, it should be let me use a little bit it should be a little bit thicker, like let me just take 0. Let me just take 0.25, 0.5, and then I'm gonna press OK, and yeah, and then I'm gonna create another one. I'm gonna go again to the same powder, the same icon, and then I'm gonna say, let's say offset line, and the only difference between the contour and the offset line should be the line width, the line weight, sorry guys. So I'm gonna go on the line weight here, and then I'm gonna change to default, right? So let me just take the default. Okay, so it's gonna be two different lines. Okay, then I'm gonna press OK. All right, so after that, I need to set one layer property current here. So by setting one, like any specific layer property current, just select it, just click on it, and then go on this first icon here of a done symbol here, right? Just click on it. So I'm gonna start with the contour, then I'm gonna go on this icon here, set current, or Alt plus C. Just click on it, and then now I can close this table. And now I can start designing, right? So this is the second step that you can do, right? So the third step is to start designing, of course, and start drawing. Okay. So I'm gonna use line. I'm gonna use the command line. Just under home, you can see line. Just click on line here, and I can start with the touch line. So the touch line is the line horizontal. So I'm gonna use this line horizontal, and it says 12. So I'm gonna just click on 12, right? And it should be 0 degrees. So if I wanna change the degrees at the same time, just click on 10, right? And then can change the degree also. Okay, so it's 12, 0 degree. So it should be horizontal line. And then for the touch line, it should be 6. For the touch line, I mean for the goal line, sorry, for the goal line, it should be 6. The one vertical should be 6 meter. So I'm gonna click on 6 meter, and then I'm gonna press OK because it should be 90 degree vertical. Then I'm gonna just link this part to this part in here. All right, should be 12, 12. So I'm gonna click here and then click here, and I'm gonna try to zoom my designs. I'm using the pen. The hand here. It's just the icon, like the comment that's allowing me to navigate through my design properly. So after this, I need to design a center line. A center line between all of between the horizontal and also the vertical line. To do that, so in AutoCAD, if you don't know how to find the middle point of a line, there's a command that you can. I'm gonna press escape first of all to remove the first command, to cancel the first command. So there's a command that allow you, right, to figure out the center of a line. So it's called OS. It's a shortcut. Or snap. Okay, just call that command, and the first command that appears here, or snap, just click on it, and then here, just make sure that the middle point is checked. You see, for me, under object snap, right, the middle point is not checked. So I'm gonna click on this, I'm gonna check it, and you can see that the middle point is symbolized by this triangle here, right? So just make sure it's checked, and then after that, you can check also other things like intersection, perpendicular, tangents, like all of these, they can be checked according to your project. But I just from now on, I just need the middle point to be checked. So I'm gonna press OK. Then I'm gonna use the command line. The command line should start at the middle of these parts. So now you can see I have the middle. Now I can know where is the middle, right? And then I can just link it to here. Should be 12. Then I'm gonna press escape. Then I'm gonna go on line, and then this is the middle, and then click in here. So I have 6. So after that, I'm gonna create this circle center circle here. I'm gonna go on the circle, and then I will use this middle point to be the middle circle. Then I'm gonna zoom it until 1. Or I can just tap 1, and then I can confirm with enter. So this is the middle, this is the center of my pitch, of my field, right? So now I can also create another circle. For the center part, I can just click on the middle, but I'm gonna put it a little bit small. I'm gonna take 0.1. It should be a little bit small. I'm gonna take 0.1. Okay. All right. So after that, the only thing remaining, we still have a lot of things remaining. So I'm gonna keep using, first of all, the circle to have the angle. Like each extremity here, like each corner should have at least an angle, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just go on this angle here. I'm gonna circle the circle command. Then I'm gonna go until let me just take 0. Let's see 0.1. If it's still a lot, it's still small. So I need to modify. So I can just delete and then go again and circle here. I'm gonna use, let me just take 0. Like the half 0 0.2, 0 0.2, even 0 0.3 also it's okay. And from the other extremity, I'm gonna do the same stuff just to have the angle on 0 0.3 and repeat the same process. So if you want to repeat the same command that you have been using before, instead of you going and type again the same command, you can just click on this on the keyboard, like on the space bar. Just click on it, 0 0.3. So then we're gonna be able to activate the previous command. Okay. I'm gonna repeat this. I'm gonna repeat the same here. So just repeat the same stuff. Then 0 0.3. Okay. So now I need to trim in order for me to have the angle, the proper angle, right? So I'm gonna use the command trim. So trim allows you to delete some unwanted lines, right? Like here, I'm gonna call trim, then I'm gonna press on OK. Then I can be able to remove this line, this line, this line, this line. Okay, now I think now there's something coming out, right? Like now you have the panorama view of my pitch, right? But from now on, I can now I can start creating the goal surface, the penalty surfaces, right? So how I'm gonna do that? So I'm gonna use the same command line. So I'm gonna just click on line here, and at least let's say let me start designing my let's say the penalty area, right? The penalty area. So it should start. I'm gonna just zoom a little bit. So I'm gonna show what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna just click on, not click. I'm gonna just put my mouse on this pause here, and then I'm gonna just scroll down a little bit. I can just tap 1.2, 1.2. Okay, and then press in here. So I need my penalty area. I mean my penalty area should start at least at this point. This point here, right? And I'm gonna take, let me just take let me take, I'm gonna take one is a little bit small, so let me just take 1.5. I'm gonna take 1.5, 1.5, and you can see here, right, from this point, like from this point to the middle center, hit this line. The point is the space is 1.8, so 1.8 times 2 is like 3.6, right? So that we can just scroll down and see 3.6. We can just type 3.6, 3.6. Okay, just make sure it's 90 degree. And to do that, so just go on, we can just type, can just click on tab, and then can change. If it's not 90, you just change to 90. But for mine was 90 since before, right? So I'm just showing you. Then I'm gonna link it in here. Okay, now we have the penalty area. So after having the penalty area, now I can find the goal area, right? So the goal area should also start. Let me say I'm gonna take only this part. Let me just from this side. Let me activate the commands again. All right, so line. So from this side, I'm gonna use. Let me take 1. I'm gonna use 1. Okay, let me just take 1 first of all. Okay, let me take 1. I take 1, and it should be 0.5. It should be 0.5. Okay, should be located at 0.5, but it's kind of small though. It's kind of small. I can just modify the dimension, the height, and the length. Let me see, from here to here we have 1. Okay, so 0.5 is okay. 0.5 is okay. And then if you click on, if you put in at the middle here, you must see it's 0.8. Like the left part is left, so the right part should be also, I mean the left part is 0.8, and the right part should be also 0.8. So it should be should be one, like if you go here until 160, I mean 1.6, 1.6 here, 1.6. Okay, then put it here. Okay, now you have at least here, now you have your penalty, I mean your goal area, right? So now I'm gonna use a small arc at this middle point here. So I'm gonna go again on circle, and then from here I'm gonna use circle. Okay, first of all, let me design the goal. So I'm gonna use the line. I'm gonna use line command again, and for the goal, it should be located at this junction. So I'm gonna just click on this. Let me just do this. It should be located at this junction. It should be 0.5, 0.5 the length, and here and here. All right. So to create the net, if you want to create also the net to make it more realistic, we can use the command offset, right? And my offset here should be a little bit smaller. Is the reason that I put the precision to be 0.00, right? Because I want to take the precision of 0. Let's say 0.2. So I'm gonna use offset. I'm gonna call the command offset. Then I'm gonna take 0.02. We can modify if it's more. We can modify it. It's up to you. And then I'm gonna press enter. And I can try to create something like a net. Offset. I can offset all of these lines. Okay. And then after that, I need also to offset the horizontal line. So I'm gonna just repeat the same process. I'm gonna press on the previous offset that I was using 0.02. Then I can also do the vertical and the horizontal lines. So I'm gonna just repeat the same process. Okay. All right. So at the end, it should look like this, right? Like a little bit like a net. Like we have a little bit small dot in here, right? It looks like a net, right? I'm kind of satisfied by the results, right? All right, but I also need to have an arc. Like if I use a line, let me just I can just use the command extend. Let me use the command extend. The shortcut is X, right? Okay, and then I'm gonna extend this line. Let me just extend this line first of all, and also this line. Then from both this side, from A point and B point, I can create an arc, and this arc should be under the start, end, and radius. Okay, so I'm gonna take start, end, radius, and then I need to link, since it's from the left part, from the left part, right? So I should start from the border to the top here. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the radius should be 1. The radius should be 1. I'm gonna take the radius of 1. Okay, so now I can just delete these lines. I can use trim. Then I can delete this line, even this line also this line. I can delete this line, and also, oh, but before let me use control. Okay, so before I delete this line, right? Before I delete this line, I can create another point. Let me just go on, let me just do this, and then from this side until 0.5, because I know the distance between this point here to this point is 1. We can check it. If you wanna check, you can just do this and then see it's 1, right? So what I'm gonna do here, so I need to create at the middle here, I need to create a penalty spot. So I'm gonna click on here. Not click, I'm gonna just put the mouse in here, and then I'm gonna scroll. I can just tap I can just type 0.5, half of 1, right? 0.5. Then from this junction, I can just put a line that I'm going to select later. Then I can create a circle, the same dimension that I use for the center, spot here. So I can just go on here and then create the one for 0.1. So 0.1, do you remember, right? It was 0.1, 0.1. Then is 0.1. Then here I have already what I want, what I was looking for. Then I'm gonna zoom. Then I can use that trim to remove the unwanted line that I don't want. So of course here and also in here. So this is how we can do, right? So for the last part, I mean for the right part, right? Let me just press escape first of all. So for the right parts, we can just repeat the same process. We can just copy and paste, and then you can remove the line in the middle and also these two lines. We can remove them. So I'm gonna show how it's gonna be. So you can just copy. Not copy. You can just, let's say, let me use extend. Okay. Let me just use extend first of all. I'm gonna use extend. So we have many methods that we can use, like quick method. If I use extend, then I can extend this line. I can extend this line and also this line and this line. All right. And then I can just let's say even this line, if I want, I can extend this line, but it's okay. It's okay. So then here, right, I can go on command line. Then I know the goal, like from this side to this point. Do you remember the distance from this point to this point? It was 1.5, right? So I can just click on here, not click, just put the mouse, don't click anything, and then just type 1.5. All right, and then from this junction here, you can link it to this point, right? So do you remember the distance between this part and this part? How much is that? Like this, so you have to remember all of the distance, right? It's 0.5, right? So it's 0.5. And you have to know from here to here, it's 1, okay? So what I'm gonna do here, I will start from here first of all, and I'm gonna tap 1. And then I'm gonna go on top here. If we are going top, I'm gonna go on top to 0.5. Okay, then this should be 0.8 and this should be 1.6. I just put 1.6. The overall dimensions should be 1.6. Okay, and then I can put this line. I can link this line together. All right. Then what should I add more? Okay, and then I can also repeat the same thing that I was doing, like let me use line again, and then we know this distance is 1, I can just go up until 0.5, 0.5, okay, just take 0.5 here in the middle, press one line, then go to circle, and then click here, and then create a circle which has 0.1 radius, okay, and and here I can extend again. I can extend, like, can just repeat the same process, right? It's kind of quick because you know what you're doing. I can just I can extend this line. Okay, let me delete this line first of all. So I can extend. Let me just press the key. The shortcut is X. You can just extend this part in here. Then I can go on arc. Make sure it's arc. It's as I said before, it should be the start, the end, and the radius, right? So since it's from the right parts, I'm gonna start on the top to the bottom. From the top, it should be straight. It should be 270 degree, right? To the top here, and then I'm gonna take the radius of, I mean the polar. It should be how much did I take last time? I take 1, right? I take 1. Yeah, 1. So it should be the same. Then I'm gonna trim some lines that I don't want, like this. Which line? This line this line, and also this line. You can just zoom like this. This line, this line, this line, this line, this line, even the middle here. this line, this line, this line, and also this line. And here I don't need this line as well. This one I don't need. I don't need. I don't need. I don't need. And even this one, so I don't need. Okay. All right. So now I need to design the same goal, the same one that I did before. So now I can see the left part and the right part, they're identical, right? They're symmetric and they have the same distance, whatever, right? And all of the parts that, all of the parts, right? They're kind of the same, right? So what I'm gonna do here, I need to trim a little bit the center line. I didn't see properly. This okay. Let me just activate the command trim. Then I can remove the one here in the middle. So now I can try to fill the object with the hatch. So I can use the hatch. Let me just go to the hatch here. And first of all, the hatch should be solid, like nothing inside. It should be just white. So I'm gonna fill this part, and also fill this part. All right. Yeah, but it's not the end. All right, because I need to repeat the same stuff and the same process for the other parts. So like this object, this object, this object here, and this angle. And I need to do the same also for the middle parts, for the middle shape here, one by one. Here, then here, then here. Even the middle parts, this part, this part, this part, this part. Let me repeat the same process again. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna show you how to do this. Right. Right. So I'm gonna go like if the line they're not visible, like if I press escape and the line they're not that visible, right? There's an option we can activate like here. If you scroll down, like on the bottom here, you're gonna see the line weight. It should be on. Mine is off. If I click on, let me just do this first of all. Let me activate it. Let me do this. Sorry. Okay, so let me just do this. Let me just do this first of all. So let me just navigate. Okay, let me fix the view here. So I'm gonna press escape and then I'm gonna activate the line weight. It should be on. So now it's on. This is the image of my line, sorry guys. And here I can go to the offset and I can go to the hatch. I can take the solid one. Let me just pick the solid one, and the color by layer should be green, but I don't know which kind of green should I use. A lot of green. So let me just go on more color. Then from this more color, I can pick let's just take this green. Look, okay, let me pick this green. Then okay. And then now I can start filling my material. Like if I click on it, click on here, click on here, click on here, click on here, here, here. So guys, this is how you can create a football pitch, and this is all about the AutoCAD process. And then after that, I'm gonna show you how to do how to place it on top of your roof in the next video. Okay, guys, so if you find this video both entertaining and also educative, don't forget to share the video, don't forget to like the video, and also the most important part is to subscribe to this channel. So see you in the next one, guys.